Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started here. So thanks for joining, everyone. We are here with Manager Jamie Bojanski to discuss two engineering technician roles for the Power Group. Both roles are very similar, just one is an engineering technician 3 and the other is an engineering technician 5. Um, as far as location, for the 3, it is virtual just anywhere in the US. And I believe that's the exact same case for the engineer 5, correct, Jamie?
Yep, that's correct.
Perfect. Start date for both is really just as soon as possible here. We have listed 10/25, just assuming there's going to be, some time for sourcing and interviewing, and then of course background. And then end date, both background or end dates line up the same as well, right, Jamie? Just 4/29, essentially
Yep,
a
it just
6-month
6
assignment.
months. Yep.
Perfect. So I think I just want to jump straight in to Jamie. Can you just kind of describe high level what responsibilities these engineer technicians will be having and kind of what projects they'll be supporting with your team?
Yes. So this will be with our site group here in Kansas City. They do work right now. We have a lot of work in solar, so it's going to be doing some layout, grading, that kind of thing. So we really are looking for somebody with civil 3D knowledge would be great. If they have solar background, that would be an added bonus. Um, AutoCAD MicroStation, just tool set is what we're looking for. And then just the different levels is just experience. I think level 3, the engineering technician 3 was like
Mhm.
2 to 5 years of experience. And then the technician 5 was 6 to 9 years of experience.
Yeah, and as you say that, Jamie, it looks like the skills you added disappeared for whatever reason again. So I'll get those
Okay.
added and shared.
Okay.
So sorry about that.
That's good.
Um, but yeah, as far as just for these levels, I know the skill set's obviously gonna overlap quite a bit. It's just about years of experience. But is there any, top? I know you just mentioned systems that they need to have experience with, et cetera. But once you start seeing resumes coming in, I mean, what's the true, top 3 or so that you'll be kind of targeting to determine if you want to move forward with, an interview or just flat out reject a candidate?
So top thing is what I'll be looking for is Civil 3D, using the use of Civil 3D tool. Um, just, yeah, if they have the site arrangement, grading knowledge, looking for that also. So
Okay. And I forgive me, it's early on my time. You probably already said this, but are you able to share any insight as far as the different projects they'll be supporting and kind of where they come up and kind of what they'll be specifically participating with those projects compared to, the other engineers with Black and Veatch?
yep. So right now a lot of the work is with renewables. So our solar work, um, and again, that's what it's really just laying out the panels. It'll be the grading of the site, roads, that kind of thing.
Okay. Okay, great. And then I know they're virtual in the US. Are they both supporting, as it says here, like specifically that they'll be supporting the Kansas City office?
Yes. Yep.
Okay,
They'll be
great.
supporting the
Or
Kansas City
Overland Park.
office. Yep.
Okay. Um, and then will there be any need for, not necessarily they'll be presenting anything large, but aside from just the standard communication skills you're looking for, positive soft skills, will there be any like true presentations or stakeholder connections they're going to have on a day-to-day or weekly basis?
No, no.
Nope. Okay, great. All right. Suppliers, again, these recs are very similar. It's just about years of experience. Do you guys have any questions about the duties or skills that Jamie's looking for? Feel free to unmute yourself if you do.
Hey, this is Helene with A-List. Is that a firm end date or is this a possible extension or higher?
It's an possible extension.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Hi, Jamie. This is Stephanie with ASAP. I was just wondering, are these new positions or are they, filling in for someone else, anything like that?
These will be new. The workload's just picking up, so we need to add additional staff to the group.
Wonderful, thank you.
I have one
Hi,
question.
Jamie.
Is there any educational background required for this? Any specific education background?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
It kind of
I'm sorry.
broke up there, sir. I think you said, is there any education requirements? And it's just the minimum listed here. But Jamie, do you need to expand on that anymore?
Nope.
Does your team have any different requirements that you're looking for a little bit higher than just this?
Nope, just at least an associate's.
At least an associate's. Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. And then I think I heard someone else.
Yeah, hi, Jamie. Just a couple quick questions. So will they essentially be designing and drafting for this from like a day-to-day perspective of what they'll be doing?
Yes, especially the level 5.
Okay. And then for the level 5, is any sort of license required, like a PE or anything like that?
No.
Great. And one other question I had just after hearing the other supplier questions, Jamie, the existing team that, well, I mean, it's a brand new team, but are you guys also bringing in new FTEs for this role? Or are you shifting responsibilities from existing FTEs over to this role? And if so, how large of a team should they expect to be kind of working with in the day-to-day?
So our site group is probably, I think it's about 12 technicians currently. And we've been adding to the group the last year. I think we brought in 2 or 3 people already into the group. So that's the technicians, and there's probably about 10 to 12 engineers in this group also.
Okay, great. And
And the
are they kind
workload
of
just keeps picking up, it feels like. So additional staff is always needed. So it's a group that's growing.
Gotcha. Okay. And are most people within that group all located within Kansas, or are they, as
Yeah.
COVID continued on, are you having them kind of spread out within the US,
Yes.
with the majority in Kansas though?
Yeah. So most are located in the Kansas City area. I think we have probably, I think there's 3 or 4 that are throughout the United States.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
everybody right now is working remote. So
Is there any foreseeable end to that, or no? Just just like the rest of us, we're waiting to hear, and
yes, just
throughout this
waiting.
assignment, it's safe to say it'll be fully remote.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
It'll be fully remote.
Okay. And then last question I have, I'll check with the agencies again on this in a second though, but your plan for interviewing, it seems like most interviews here go 2 rounds for candidates, but wanted to check, is that kind of the plan with you as well? A phone or video screen with you or another colleague directly, and then kind of a panel to make an ultimate decision?
So we'll do one interview. I'll pull in from that site group that they will be working with. So there'll probably be 2 to 3 people on the phone call, and it's usually about a 30-minute interview.
Okay, and then just that alone will be able to get a decision on the candidate?
Yep.
That's great.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, and then last question I lied. Is there any flexibility on the max bill rate we have listed here? Sounds like typically yes, it just depends candidate by candidate,
Yes.
within reason. So still assuming the same for you?
Yes, correct.
Okay, great. All right, anything else, suppliers, that you wanted to check with Jamie on?
I just had one more question. This is Stephanie from ASAP again. Is it 8 to 5 CST Monday through Friday?
We have kind of a flexible
Okay.
work schedule. So yeah, it does not need to be 8 to 5. Our contractors are working Monday through Fridays, but yeah, the team will be flexible.
Okay, wonderful. So if it's someone in a different time zone and they want to work 8 to 5 their time zone, that would be like something they could discuss with you?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Good question. All right, I know we've
Sorry,
been just, yep, go ahead.
Sorry, just one more quick question. Jamie, so just since I know you've hired a lot of other people recently for, say, these technicians and engineers, what are some of like the profiles of the candidates that you've hired that you felt like they were good fits for, say, the engineer 3? I guess could you explain that, and then engineer 5?
Like what we're looking for, is that what you're saying? Sorry.
Yeah, just like any, I guess like some of the qualities of, say, the candidates that were the best fits that you recently hired.
Again, a lot has to do with the tools, like just the knowledge they have of that tool, and just personality, making sure that it is somebody that the group can work with, eager to learn, that kind of thing.
Very helpful, thank you.
Okay. What I was trying to say is we've been talking about the engineer technician 3 and 5 here, but just kind of opening it up again. Any questions for the engineer tech 5, or this should already kind of cover it? But just want to at least give the floor if you guys do have any questions about that role specifically. Nope. Cool. Jamie, last question I have is about just the system experience you've asked for. Is that a must-have, or if they've used, any other engineering tech software in the past, they should be able to quickly pick it up? Or is that just flat out must-have?
I feel like Civil 3D is a must-have. That's what they're really looking for. At least to have knowledge of that tool where they can train them, but they have the basics on that tool would be kind of a must-have. Solar experience is a bonus, not necessary. Same with AutoCAD or MicroStation, technicians should know how to use one or if not both of them. So one or the other is great too, and then the other one they can pick up the other tool. But Civil 3D is a big must.
Okay, great. And then just one logistics question I have for you. In the next few weeks, are you going to be, out of the office at all, where there's going to be kind of a lull in reviewing and rejecting or scheduling interviews for candidates, or are you here for the the long haul, at
I'm
least
here
for the
for the
next
long
month
haul
or so?
for at least a while. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right, I think that should be it then. Suppliers, if you think of anything else after the fact, obviously shoot me an email and I'll reach out to Jamie. Otherwise, yeah, we'll look forward to seeing candidates submitted. Thank you all. Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate the time.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.